Okay, this video is to introduce you to a fascinating topic called stasis theory. Um, Stasis theory was developed by the Romans and the Greeks, the rhetoricians, right? The first people to formalize and design argumentation for public debate. Stasis theory is a four-question pre-writing invention process developed in ancient Greece. Actually, the questions can be used for a lot of things. You can, of course, use the act of asking questions like we did earlier to help you plan a paper, to help you pre-write, think about what you have to say before you draft. But questions are actually also something that you can do while you're doing research, while you're writing, while you're working together with people in teams. There's several ways that that the asking of questions can help to develop ideas and solve problems. Specifically, stasis theory asks writers to investigate and try to determine facts, the meaning or nature of an issue, definition, seriousness of an issue, the quality of it, how serious is global warming, for example, and plan of action, if that's going to be part of the argument, policy, school policy, government policy, what are the things that should be done in order to achieve a particular goal or solve a particular problem. So there are fact-based questions, and they include, just starting out very basically with, did something happen? Did human beings do something to cause global warming? What are the facts? Is there more carbon in the atmosphere now than there has been in the past? Is there a problem or an issue? Is global warming leading to events on the planet or situations on the planet that is going to make it very much more difficult in the future to try to maintain our lifestyle, to try to maintain a stable and happy environment? How did it begin and what are its causes? Research would answer this question, something along the lines of how much more carbon was put into the atmosphere because of industrialization, right? So these are questions to get you going on a topic, and what you do is you just throw in the topic and you rewrite the question using the frame of it to put in whatever your specific issue is. And global warming, can it be changed? That's a big question too. Do we do things that causes it to be worse? Is there anything we could do to cause it to be better? And it, of course, can also be useful to ask critical questions. Ask the questions of your own research and of your own conclusions. So the sources that you're using for your research, are they the most reliable ones? How is it that we know that they're reliable? Did you check the authors' names on Google? Did you check the names of the periodicals on Google to see who's producing it and who reads it? Okay, and then we have, of course, questions of fact, questions of definition, questions of quality, and questions of policy. And each of these questions in each of these sets can help you really develop an idea. So for example, if you were asked to write, say, a 6-page paper, and you sat down and you wrote everything you knew and you got 2.5 pages and you thought, oh my God, how am I going to get to 6 pages? Well, it's a heck of a lot better idea to write down these questions and then start doing the research to see if you can find the answers and develop a really good essay than to just figure out how to add more fluff. Okay, so that's the stasis questions. And then what we're reading is Matthew B. Crawford's Shop Class as Soulcraft. How can we use questions to help us to understand this reading that we're doing? Okay, so for example, we see the title Shop Class as Soulcraft, and we want to know, well, what is soulcraft? What does he mean by soulcraft? Well, we have to read and keep that question in mind, and it makes us think better while we're reading. First sentence, anyone in the market for a good used machine tool should talk to Noel Dempsey, a dealer in Richmond, Virginia. So we would want to know, of course, what does purchasing machine tools have to do with shop class? Right? And we want to keep that in mind because that's going to help us follow the essay. And then we see, okay, these metal lathes, milling machines, and table saws, it turns out that most of them are from schools. The machines used for sale used to be used in high school metal shop class. Why would the high school get rid of their shop tools? Okay, and we keep reading. It appears that shop class is becoming a thing of the past as educators prepare students to become knowledge workers. So the schools are selling metal shop tools because they are no longer teaching shop classes. Instead, they're devoting all their resources toward making students college-bound. Is this a good thing? The title suggests we are losing something by losing shop class. So I just wanted today to introduce you to this concept of stasis theory. And one more thing. Notice that I found the page for the questions on a website called The Owl at Purdue. And if you look here, The Owl at Purdue is basically, it's a style manual, and it's free, and it's online. So you can look at it anytime, and you can read about, we've been talking about Modern Language Association. You can look at the MLA guide from here. You can get ideas on pre-writing, on invention, writer's block. There's more information on stasis theory that we've just been talking about. You can read about how to write a thesis statement, develop an outline, and a whole bunch of really cool things. Again, OWL, Purdue Online Writing Lab. And that's it.